We are live. It is 3:31 Central Standard Time in the United States. It is 9:31, right?
Yep,
Yeah,
that's the one.
9:31. Yeah, that's right. 9:31 BST in the UK. This is the Nomad Tech Project with Sam and Joe. On September
Hey.
11th, 2022. Hello, everyone. How are you? Welcome in. If you notice, we don't have a guest this week. That's okay.
September 11th,
2020.
My bad.
We're doing stuff. He's trying to make me sound, actually trying to make me hear my own self-talk, which is not something I want to do. So we're banging. Welcome to the Nomad Tech Project, the best podcast you never heard of. So how are you, Joe? Welcome on this nice, actually very not human nice day here in St. Louis. It's actually nice. It's a nice day. How is it in the UK weather-wise? Not too bad today?
Yeah, it's been all right, actually. I went to a little dog show at the local park. Took my little daughter. She enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
Sun was shining.
Good deal. So yeah, we had a lot to talk about today. So I noticed you had now your Xperia for about a week. How's that process been so far? So far, so good.
Absolutely love it. 21:9 is the way to go. Honestly, yeah. I absolutely love it. So although the length of it is obviously the same as the Pixel, pretty much, and the width is obviously smaller, but I feel like I'm getting more screen. That's stupid, isn't it? Because of like scrolling on Twitter and stuff like that. It's just brilliant. It's just so good. Even the settings feel nice because you're just seeing more.
Cool. Yeah, I do like that form factor. So far it's working out. But has it melted in your hand, or you haven't cooked a brisket on the back of it or anything like that?
No, I've been tempted to though. It might be handy in the winter, like to keep my hands warm.
Right.
Just do some 4K video recording.
So get those hot hands, little chemical things, little packets you put in your hand.
Yeah, like them. Yeah, that's it.
Cool. Yeah.
I think that's what Sony was going for, actually. That when they sold it, they said, "Oh yeah, you can warm your hands up."
Well, I guess you might need to buy two, one for each hand in your pocket, right?
Well, that's what the 5's out for, isn't it? You have a 1 Mark IV and a 5 Mark IV.
Yeah,
then you're sorted.
Pocket. Yeah, they shouldn't come out. Unless you got a hoodie, right? And then you got it in one pocket in the center, so that makes sense.
Yeah, that's quite a good idea, actually. A Sony hoodie.
Yeah, Sony hoodie. There you go. Built-in charger in there. So yeah. So we actually we'll start the show. Obviously, we had some news happen in the UK over the week.
Yep.
Elizabeth has passed, so now we are dealing with Charles III. So, and as an American, like I said, we generally, most Americans don't really favor monarchy. Obviously, history will tell you that we really weren't big fans back then, and kind of still aren't at this day. But I know that a lot of people in the UK definitely are upset. This is definitely a challenging week for a lot of folks who really were.
It's a big change.
Yeah, and then like we were saying, and somebody had made the report that 80% of the people who live in the UK and the Commonwealth have never known another monarch other than Elizabeth, which is kind of insane if you think about it.
It's massive.
70 years. God, only
it's been a big part of everyone's life, really.
Yeah, it's just insane. And so, we're not getting into like any of the other kind of stuff about it, how people feel, because it's been kind of across the board. All I know is any of my folks and friends in the UK, obviously I have tons of them who are upset about it and sad about it. It's definitely a sad event.
Yeah, absolutely.
I definitely, my heart goes out to the folks who are dealing. Actually, what's kind of nice is because of her passing and because of the way it is, they're doing all these documentaries. So I didn't really know much about her life. Like I said, I didn't really pay attention of it.
Yeah, same. Likewise, really. Yeah.
And but now like these documentaries are coming out talking about her personal stuff and kind of like the fact she kind of had a dry sense of humor, and it's kind of interesting.
Yeah, sense of humor is brilliant, actually.
Kind of seeing all these things that you don't have a lot of exposure to. Maybe people in the UK kind of saw them, but most Americans, maybe who are casual observers of the Queen and the monarchy, kind of didn't really see. But it seemed like she was it was pretty good. I mean, I like I said, just the history of it all. It's kind of nice that that it was it's kind of coming out there. So there's a lot of documentaries and stuff for folks who are big into history and kind of the way things are, and 7 years is a long time. It's pretty cool to see. I mean, I definitely enjoy the historical aspect of it, and I'm looking forward to seeing obviously what the
I'm not a royalist as such, but she's a woman I admire.
Yeah,
the way she come across all the time, very respectful. Yeah, big loss to the country.
Absolutely. So, and then also today is September 11th, so it's the 21st anniversary of the attack on September 11th. So obviously that's always a day of reflection here in the United States for that. So again, not a great way to start the show. I didn't want to bum everybody out, but I did want to mention that,
Yeah, we've got
we
got to send our respects out to everyone affected by it.
Absolutely. So that is our political and monarchical aspect of the show, and then that's about it. So
We go back to our dumb selves now.
And we go back to being just a bunch of goofballs. Anyway.
Yeah. Actually, one thing on the Queen though.
She is the longest reigning monarch in history of England. Yes.
Absolutely. Do you know one thing about the Queen though? I heard a rumor that she actually supported Arsenal. I don't know how true that is. But,
she strikes me as a Man United or maybe a Spurs fan. She seems like a Spurs fan to me. I don't really. Well,
what are you trying to do to me, Sam? Bloody hell!
I don't know.
That's our rivals.
Right, I know. Which ones?
Spurs.
Spurs. Oh yeah. Well, you're
not our London rivals.
They're not very good. They don't historically aren't very, very good, right? I mean.
Yeah, they're not.
Well, okay, so and this is the
they're not bad now, to be fair.
Right.
But.
And then, this I have about rivalry, right? So it's like rivalry is where both teams have to be pretty solid, right? If one team's kind of historically not very good and one team's like really, really been good for like 35 years, it's not really much of a rivalry. It might be a team you don't like.
Different. It's different in the UK. Rivalry's there whether you're good or not.
Well, we have here in the United States. I mean, the Cubs and Cardinals have been a rivalry in baseball for a long time, but the Cardinals have won a lot of championships and the Cubs won one in 108 years. So it's like,
yeah, it's a bit outweighed, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, but we still call it a rivalry. But I like it when the Cubs are very good and the Cardinals are very good. Those are
it's much better, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, when both teams are really, really good, that to me is a better rivalry. So I appreciate.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, and somebody, the Paddington sketch. Yeah, I actually didn't know that. I forgot all about that. I remember hearing about that she was in Paddington Bear. There's the thing where she's got the marmalade sandwich in her purse.
Oh yeah, that's brilliant in her bag.
And then I forgot about the Invictus games. Somebody showed the Invictus games where her and Harry were walking and Michelle Obama and we were talking about like the Invictus games and like the guy in the back from the army is like boom. Right. I was like, and she kind of just like the look on her face, like, like she looked really, really like she was getting into it. It was pretty cute. It was good. Like, so you can see more of the normal sides of the Queen. That was pretty kind of interesting. I had never seen the Invictus Games skit with Obama and her and Harry. That was pretty good. If you want to look it up, it was pretty interesting.
Yeah, sense of humor is brilliant. It's
so
British.
Right, exactly. And of course, there's my kid in the chat going, the other monarch that reigned as long as King Louis the 14th, Sun King, 73 years. Yeah, so. That's a long time, 70 years. So I can tell you, I'm not exactly a betting man. I don't mean to say this to be cheeky, but I'm pretty sure Charles III is not going to get a 70-year reign. I'm pretty sure he kind of got to be a king. Was he 73?
I mean, he's pissed because he was like ready to retire as it is.
Right, he was ready to just chill out and be the Prince of Wales for the rest. He was probably thinking I might not even get a chance. There might have been people who were thinking that he might not even get a chance to get in by the time that Elizabeth would pass. He would have died before her, and then he would have went right to William. So
it's got a feel for him though, because with this all happening, he's got duties already.
Right.
He's got obligations already, and it's like give him time to like mourn.
Right.
It's like it's quite sad, really.
Yeah, the whole thing is just it's very complicated. So, but
anyway,
So, what I did, well, and now you got the Xperia. So you have Xperia news. I have.
Flippy dippy.
Flippy dippy. The flip flop. I even got it blue, right? So you can make fun of me. I don't care. I got the blue. I like the blue. It's kind of nice.
Oh, the blue. I think the blue's nice, to be fair.
And
it's not that strong a blue, is it though?
No, it's really honestly
baby blue.
I don't even think it's baby blue. I would even say it's even lighter than that.
Pastel.
The cases that came with it. It just was a nice. It was it's a Samsung kind of silicone one. It's pretty nice. I got a deal on it. So yeah, so far I've had it since I think Monday or Tuesday. I can't remember. Yeah, I actually haven't even used the Duo. I've been trying to give this a proper thing. It's been pretty cool. I like the flippy dippy.
It's cool. The only thing my concern with it is I've experienced too many people with the broken hinge in the middle of the screen.
Right. And Dan, he'd go for that too. I agree. And then Mike's in the chat. Welcome, sir. And,
well, Dan's actually got the Fold 3, so I'm looking forward to seeing his content on that.
Right. Yeah, I was gonna say they. Okay, cool. Somebody told me that I was like, what? Somebody asked me they had mentioned the dogs, right? That like she has, I guess, two or three.
Yeah,
Okay.
two corgis.
Yeah,
I think
corgis. I was like, who's going to take over the corgis? And it's going to be Charles. And I think William gave her the one, right? Maybe he'll take them back. The kids will love them, right? Corgis are fun. All I know is that, and then somebody told me that apparently Prince Philip wasn't a big fan of the dogs. Apparently, she got a little kind of crazy with him having a bunch of corgis run around. I guess Prince Philip wasn't a big fan of the corgis. I mean, I guess he was not a dog lover, but he's like, Jesus Christ, come on, Elizabeth, goddamn, man.
They're quite iconic. Them dogs.
Fuckers running around. I mean, come on now, seriously, you're a little extra on the corgis. I mean, I know you love them, but good Lord, sweetheart, I mean, you're killing me. So, so that's the kind of thing I like is that these little stories that you start kind of hearing about where people are talking about their experiences. That's just kind of cool. So, but yeah, so far the Flippy Dippy is good. Battery life's a little not great.
Which you expected, right?
Which I expected, and it's a Samsung, right? So you got to use it for a couple of weeks before it kind of starts to kind of get better.
My question for you, Sam, though, is: do you answer calls flipping it open?
No, Dad, I don't want to do that. That thing where you kind of like do the.
Yeah, no, you just probably break the screen.
Well, knowing my luck, and apparently Microsoft. I'm sorry.
Or you launch it.
They reinforced the hinge because they realized that on the Flip 3 that the peeling on the edges was an issue. So they did something with the adhesive and they changed some layering. So, I mean, here's the thing: if you're going to get this phone, you should always have insurance on any phone, right? And if it and Samsung, I think, has addressed the fact that I think that if you have some issues with it, I think I can get a replacement. So far so good. We'll see. I mean, I really do. I like the fact that you can the camera closed, just double, and take the picture. That's kind of handy. I kind of like.
I see the appeal, definitely.
Yeah,
definitely see the appeal.
And plus, again, it's one of those phones too where I've used it in public and people are like, oh, they want to talk about it, right? So another one of those like 202 kind of things where people see it. I really like it. I really think.
And you said it's more narrow as well, like the 21 by 9.
Yeah, I don't know if it is 21 by 9. I didn't look at the specs on it, but
it's more narrow though, isn't it? I'll have a look in a minute.
The screen's great. And I know honestly the hinge, you can feel it, but it doesn't bother me. I know people are complaining about when you're scrolling, you're kind of hitting the hinge, but it doesn't really bother me that much. I actually don't mind it as much. I'm just used to it. But yeah, I really like it so far. It's I'm really enjoying the device, and so obviously I have 14 days. I can return it, but I think I'm going to keep it. I really kind of like it. The speakers sound pretty good. The camera quality is okay. I like it. So
could you claim buds with that as well?
I think they had like a 2 where I could get 2 accessories. And then
I thought you could claim the Buds Pro. The Buds 2 Pro.
I don't know. I got through AT&T.
In UK, you can.
Well, I got through AT&T, so they probably didn't.
22 by 9. So it's not far off.
It's not bad. And yeah, I'm flipping out. Yeah, I'm definitely flipping out. I really like it. I honestly, I know foldable
flipping out
for everybody, but I think I'm all into the foldables. Foldable or dual screen devices. I'm 100% in. So I realize that's not for everyone, and but I'm interesting to see what the Fold does. Pixel, comes out of the Fold, and if Apple decides to get on the train. And
the rumors resurfaced, didn't they, with the Pixel Fold thing?
No.
The Passport. The Passport, is that what they're going to call it?
Yeah. I think it's just called the Pixel Fold. I think that's what they will call it. But the Passport's cool. Or I think they should come up with a name that's just identifiable. It's not like called Fold or Flip. They should come up with
a
But you also don't want to have a name that so doesn't identify the device that people don't know what it is.
You want to think that. Yeah. So
I think Passport's fine. That would be
Pixel Passport.
Yeah, the Passport. That'd be pretty cool. The problem is Pixel Passport. Well, it's kind of a busy word. A lot of P's in there. Pixel Passport.
Purposely Pixel.
Purposely Pixel Passport. Purposely Pixel Passport. Oof, that's too much. That's too busy.
Yeah, way too much.
Right. So
we'll pass on that one.
So let's see. We tried the Mark IV in the O2 shop the other day. Yeah, I like the 21 by 9. It's so interesting that I think is it Sony the only brand that really does the 21 by 9? I think.
And it's so damn light as well.
Yeah.
So you've got the 21 by 9, and it's light. So them combined makes it such a nice feel in the hand.
And I think he's right. Yeah, I think BlackBerry had the Passport. That is correct. I think so. But that's okay. We'll steal it because nobody gives a shit about BlackBerry.
Yeah.
Just steal it. Anyway, but so far we both have new phones we talk about. So that's really good. Like I said, I like it. Again, the only thing I would say that I'm not a fan of is battery life, but I'm going to give that a little bit of chance because I think
there's no decks on the Flip.
No, there's no decks,
For
and I don't really leverage decks that much. I mean, I've had
yeah,
decks, and I also have my Duo. I have I can
yeah.
it's not proper decks or anything like that. But I mean, it's not a. I have a laptop, so I don't use it that often. I really wish I had a better use case for it. I just don't. I would have to make myself use it.
Well, this is my thing. When people want a fold, for me, I'd rather have a flagship phone, normal slab, and a decent tablet. I'd rather have them separate. That's just me, though. I can see the appeal of having both in one device, but I kind of like having separate.
Like I said, I agree with you. I mean, I've used the Fold. I had the Fold 3 for a little bit, and I just returned it only just because I found myself using the outer cover more than the tablet open, the Fold open, and the cover just wasn't. It just always felt like I was fighting it. So it was okay. Again, like I said, it just I just like the Duo too. I think that's a better. For me, that works better. For if you're trying to do true multitasking, having two independent displays is just better for me. Obviously if you're watching content, but if that's the case, if you're at that point where you're watching content, that's when I would be. If I was at home, I would just use a tablet. Get an S7 or an S8 tab, or get an iPad. And if you really want to watch, like a full movie and holding your iPad or whatever, doing something that's more,
with the S Pens as well.
Right, especially if you're going to do some inking or whatever. Yes, Roger's in the chat, and yes, we have gone. So we do go solo every once in a while. Unfortunately, we subject everybody to just me and Joe pissing about.
We don't do it too often.
No, because we can't do it every time. Because then, first of all, nobody ever listens to the show.
We'd lose all our listeners.
Right, listen, these two idiots talk to them. It's just not very fun. And he agrees. You'd rather have a separate tablet. I would too. I mean, just for my workflow, that doesn't say that I don't see the use of a Fold. Like I said, I was finding myself making myself have to use opening up to do content just because I have it in mind. Might as well use it. It just felt like a waste to me.
Yeah.
It just didn't feel intuitive to me. And I think Daniel Rubino, and who else did you say Scary Flittle. Yeah. Shane.
Yeah.
Shane's
he's going back to his Duo. It's calling him.
Yeah, it's calling him, and it is. I'm very happy. I'm proud of myself. The Sim's been in this the entire time I've had it for like 5 days. I did do the September update, which for the Duo 2 was just a security patch.
See, that's a good combo for me. The Flip 4 and a Duo 2.
Yeah.
So when you want a bigger screen, you get your Duo out. When you just want your normal phone, you're flippy dippy.
Yeah, flippy dippy. So that's why I like it. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna call it. FD, the flippy dippy.
FD.
Yeah. So it's all good. I mean, like I said, it's. I know that Dave and Daniel had a pretty good write-up on Windows Central about the reasons why he went back to the Duo. Again, it wasn't a hit piece on the Fold at all, and he even qualifies it. He says, "Look, this is not a hit piece. This is basically how I feel." And it's funny how we have to qualify that now. It's like I can't just why can't I just it's like if you don't it's like if he doesn't want to use the Fold, he goes back to the Duo, he's going to be excoriated. Well, the Duo 2 sucks, and why would you do that? And you're a moron. And it's like no, it just he likes the Duo. It's
personal experience, isn't it?
Right. Like it's like I don't care why I'm happy because I felt the same way. Like the other day, I was like, I wonder when I did turn on my Duo, did the September update just to kind of keep it up to date, but I didn't. I don't really want to give anybody a hard time. If you want to use whatever device, like I have only used one Xperia. I would just use a 21x9. That would be the draw for me. The software is clean, but there's really no reason. I mean, now that I've got the Pixel and I've got the Flippy Dippy and my Duo, I'm kind of set. I got a slab phone. I've got my regular flippable, foldable thingy, and then I've got my dual screen Duo. So
you don't take many pictures, but if you do, you got your point and shoot Pixel as well, haven't you?
Right. If I knew I was going to be using it for if I knew it was like I want to take good video, good pictures, good that kind of thing, I would bring the Pixel. If I'm just out and about, dude, for me the Duo took fine enough pictures with the Gcam port, and this Flip takes decent enough pictures too. I don't need big ass zoom. Yeah. I don't. That doesn't mean I would. I mean, has there been times where I'm like, well, zoom would have been pretty handy? Yeah, it would have been very handy in a couple of situations, but I don't know. Me, I'm just the kind of guy, maybe I'd like to just experience things in the world. Like not everything is a photo opportunity for me. I guess maybe I'm just old school. When I go to the park or I take walks around, I just want to take a walk. Like I don't really want to have my phone even out other than just playing music. And hell, I mean, if I really wanted to, I got my old click wheel iPod. I still use that damn thing every once in a while.
Oh yeah, I had a classic, but I got burgled. I was so upset. I loved that thing.
Does that mean it's stolen? Is that a?
My house got burgled. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Do you ever know who did it?
Yeah, I lost a lot of stuff. I lost a PlayStation, a TV. But what was weird, my flatmate, none of his shit got stolen. So it was like, was he in on it? Because literally none of his stuff got went, but all my stuff did.
To steal a line from a movie, we have a word for that in English. It's called suspicious.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely, yeah. So yeah, stay hydrated. That's right, and I agree. And Jimmy is staying hydrated, which is good. And he is also doing it with who's the one? Does he have? Oh yeah, Mike's got the. I don't have the captain. I do have the rum and coke, but I'm with you. Make sure you.
I'm just normal Coke tonight, being a good boy.
Oh, see, that's cool. Let's see. Neil said, "Feel the aspect ratio needs to be different on the Fold." Yeah, I'd like to actually get a Find N on an Oppo.
Yeah, I like the look of the Find N,
and even the Huawei, and just to kind of see like the difference of it. I can tell you from the videos I've watched with people with the Oppo Find N and the Xiaomi and the Huawei. I'm like, yeah, I think for me the Find N looks to be about the best implementation of that as far as usability and size. I think I'd like to try the Oppo Find N, but
yeah, definitely.
Getting one's a pain, and then using it on AT&T is just no.
When it comes to foldables, though, there's one person that comes to mind. Gigi, you got to check out her content. Mrs. Fold herself. She's got them all.
Gadget Goddess, go check her out. She just got a video. I know she was in Puerto Rico.
She's got them all.
Yeah, she's got a bunch of content. Check her out. She is all about the lifestyle. Also, we got Barry.
Yeah.
Scoop does again. Follow Scoop on his Instagram, and he's doing the pictures and stuff like that. I mean, I still big fan of his. Obviously, we had him on the show. But yeah, check out their content. Yeah, Gigi does a good job. If you're interested in foldables, or if you're just interested in imports, she does.
Definitely check her out. Definitely.
Yeah.
She's like with Pokemon. She collects all the foldables.
When did this burglary happen? Because I guess this happened a while ago or recently.
Oh, years ago. This is when I was still working at Arsenal back in the day.
They ain't getting caught. That's for sure.
No, do you know what? The cheeky bugger took an orange juice out of my fridge, drunk some, and left it on the side. Unbelievable.
Where'd you meet this fucking asshole at?
Don't know, man.
You don't know where you met the guy that you were living with?
Oh, the guy I lived with. Not he wasn't the one who done it. The people that burgled us took the.
Oh, he's got to stay hydrated. He's like, well, I'm here. I'm gonna go ahead and grab it. What is this guy?
It's like it's hard work stealing stuff.
Well, the funny thing is, if you really wanted to, you could have done the whole, take the orange juice and take it out there and see if they can swab the lid and see if they get a DNA sample of it.
Well, they did all that, but yeah, nothing seemed to happen. But do you know what they do? They get your suitcases and they fill them up with your stuff. But there was my PC tower got stolen.
Okay.
But they must have got disturbed because there was one suitcase with the screen still in it. So I still had the screen.
Somebody kind of came up on them and freaked them out, and they had to run for it. Yeah.
Yeah, they must have. Maybe that's why they dropped the orange juice. Didn't get to finish it.
Right. Oh god. And they probably hoping it had vodka in it. They're like, whatever. This basic bitch doesn't have. You have regular orange juice.
Yeah.
That's hoping for a little.
They stole my aftershaves.
What?
I know, man. So they literally stole.
You can fence all. Well, first of all, if you're going to fence all the electronics, make sure you smell good. Is that how it's going to go?
They must have been really pissed off as well. I had this big plastic beer bottle thing with coins in it, but it was literally 1p's and 2p's.
Oh, geez.
They'd ripped it open with a knife and probably just thought, "Oh no, that's no good."
Right. Jesus Christ.
You can laugh about it now.
Right. But at the time, it's not funny. Man, looks like
I was crying to my mum on the phone. I'm like, "Mum,
he stole my shit." Yeah, the thief stole clothes on the line, changed them, and left his clothes behind. Wow, that's interesting. So he took the clothes off of your line, put your clothes on, left his clothes there.
Wow. What, pants and all?
Holy cow, that's the weirdest.
The whole lot.
You guys have some interesting burglaries in the UK. I need to have.
Yeah.
Most of the time they just kick a window and steal a bunch of shit, but apparently you guys they drink your orange juice and apparently they'll change their clothes in the UK. I definitely think that the burglars in the UK have a lot more. They're a lot more domestic, right? Have a drink.
Yeah.
Sit there and have it's tea time. Right? Have tea while you're in there.
They probably would have made lunch if they had time. I know.
Right. You should let out some finger sandwiches for them. You know, make a day of it, right? It's like Jesus Christ. It's still weird.
But to be fair, we was very naive. We moved into this flat and we didn't have curtains, so the robbers could just see in and be like, "Yeah, no one's home."
Oh God. Oh jeez.
Yeah.
Next time get curtains, especially you're gonna live.
Yeah, definitely, and insurance.
Yeah, absolutely. Pants and all.
Prior to moving in, yeah, I hadn't done that.
Okay, so that didn't happen in the UK. That was in the Philippines. Okay, so apparently in the UK they just steal your drinks. Apparently in the Philippines, they may change into your clothes and steal your clothes. I don't know what else to do with that, so we're just gonna leave that there because
we'll move on now.
What else you got left? That's pretty much sums it all up. So, Apple 14 event.
Let's get into that. Let's get into it.
Did you see, before we get into the actual hardware, because I really don't give a shit that much about it, because it's just the same thing. But did you see what Trenton did to Viper?
No.
Oh, dude, he did like the Gullah Gullah Island, but he cut it into it where he has Viper going, "Let's all go to Dynamic Island." It's so funny. It's so good, dude. I love Trent. Oh, it's so good. He's got yeah. So yeah, check it out. It's funny.
On the Dynamic Island thing, like, I can see why they've done it, and it's a good implementation, but just covering up a turd, isn't it?
Well, it's still whatever, man. I mean,
here's
the thing: is it better than that notch? Yes.
Yes, it is.
Is it still obtrusive? I think so. I think that.
Yeah.
They should have tried to move it to a corner. Maybe they could.
But at least they made it functional. I'll give it to them. At least they have made it functional.
Yeah, but calling it Dynamic Island is just like, oh, it's silly. But and again, it's an iPhone 14, so they're going to sell millions of them. It doesn't matter where they put it.
Oh yeah, of course.
They could have called it anything. Somebody came up with Dynamic Island. I mean, it's funny because they probably had a board meeting about it. Like, what are we going to call it? I mean, it doesn't really matter. We'll call it any damn thing because we're going to sell it. I mean, it's not.
I'd love to know the other names on the shortlist.
Oh yeah, find out what they actually ditched.
It would have been brilliant.
What they didn't actually use, like what was on the
like if that was the best name, what was the worst? What were the other ones that? What was the losing names?
Yeah,
wow.
And did I see? Oh, let's see. What we got here. Steve Jobs' daughter was mocking the iPhone 14 on her Instagram story.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, that was funny.
Well,
she's that picture of the old guy who's got a shirt for Christmas. And it's like exactly the same.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. She'd put that.
But is she still an iPhone user? Yes. Then I don't really care. It's Steve Jobs. I mean, if she was an Android user, that'd be kind of hilarious.
To be fair, unless you want the Plus, the 14 is a joke for me. Like, it is literally the same.
I think if you have a 13, I don't really see an upgrade path for that.
No. Unless you want the bigger screen or you want one of the Pros. The Pros have got something about them.
Yeah.
But the non-pros, they're just money making, churning it round.
Yeah, smudging the camera lens. Yeah, I don't understand why it's in the center. I'm thinking that probably because they didn't want to go completely like off to the side, or maybe there was a hardware limitation on why the
symmetry, isn't it? Though they want the symmetry.
Yeah, I think so, but I think maybe, and also there may have been a hardware limitation in there where they couldn't move it to one side or the other. Actually, what I'd like to see is, I know they'll never do it, but I'd love to see Apple go the pop-up. That would be fucking cool. Yeah, and especially, would it be, and not just like a little...
the old OnePlus type thing, you mean?
No. Yeah, but not a small pop-up, like a whole shelf. Like part of the, you know what I mean? That would be kind of cool, right? The whole...
do you remember the original Oppo? The whole back went up. The first Oppo.
The little flip. Yeah, that would have been cool.
It didn't even flip, though. The whole back of the phone just went up.
Oh, that's right.
Raised behind.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
But I would love to see like Apple go like pop up. That would be kind of interesting. I know they never will because clearly
they never will. No.
But I
don't know why they don't just go the Sony route. Just have a little forehead. What's wrong with it?
I don't know.
The screen is not affected then.
No,
it's beautiful.
I agree. And like I said, I think they could have had a little bit of forehead. And even if you want to make some symmetry, you have a little chin, and it's okay.
It doesn't matter, does it?
They went with Dynamic Island, so that's fine. And again, I'm
Could have had dynamic forehead instead.
Right. Dynamic chin head, chin
head.
Chin head, forehead, chin.
Oh God,
Whatever.
What are we talking about?
Who knows? It doesn't matter. It's all the same. So again, it's the same phone. And apparently we don't get Neil started on the iPhone 14. Apparently Neil has a lot of thoughts, so he can share those. Identical phone, right?
Yeah, I think he's upset. He's upset because he likes the Mini.
Yeah, identical phones. The funny that new satellite is only for US and Canada. Right. So if you live in the UK, apparently they don't have satellites in the UK. Who knows?
No, yeah, we don't. We're still behind.
Right.
What's a satellite? That's what Sky use, right? Sky TV.
Really, it's a thing in space. It's a space thing. You know.
Space.
Yeah, I agree. And minimal forehead, minimal chin. If you really want to have a minimal forehead, you want to have a minimal symmetry. You want to have a small little chin. I don't think that's a big deal.
Me neither. Because then you can house front-facing speakers just like the Sony has.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep putting little things in that I like about this phone.
And Lenny's in chat. Welcome, sir. That is also speaking of that. Since Lenny's in chat, while we're here, let's talk about it. Purposely Pixel, the YouTube channel. Check it out. All things Pixel. Lots of things.
And more.
And more. Not just pixels. Mostly pixels.
Mostly Pixel, but we do other stuff as well.
And they also host this show on their stream.
Yes,
so
they do.
That's the reason why to check that out. And while you're there, throw us up, comment, start watching their content, and see what they got going on. They got a lot of good stuff. A lot of people really, really do a good job over there. And Lenny's been very gracious to host our show and pop in from time to time. So
yeah,
everybody over there,
he's a good guy.
Yeah, great guy. We really appreciate him and all the things that his team does. But check them out. You know, they're getting close to. I think they're like 6,800 or so. I can't remember last time I checked. We need some more subs.
Just give us more.
Just give us more.
Just give us more.
All the subs.
Like, share.
Right, share, like them, check them out. Throw a like up there and let people know. They're good folks.
See, I've done Lenny proud today. I've actually made our thumbnail already.
Okay.
So I know I'll do his head in because we put the video up obviously after the live stream.
Right.
And then the thumbnail comes out about half an hour later. Right. Sorry about that.
I don't think we have our definitely. I mean, we don't have our shit together. I mean, come on.
Organised is not our middle name, is it? No.
No, I mean, come on. And have like a thoughtful process about how we deploy. Come on. Man.
Nah.
Crazy. Matt's in the chat.
Ad hoc.
But
hey, there he is.
Great. Absolutely. So Matt's in the chat.
Some exciting news with Matt. He's become a partner with Extreme Skins, our sponsor.
Absolutely. And while we're there, extremeskins.co.uk.
You like the way I did that?
Yeah, perfect little segue. Hell, we're doing good on the segues today. So
we are.
If you want a skin and you don't want to use a case and you really want to kind of jazz up your phone, you really aren't feeling the black or the blue or any of the other kind of colors, get yourself an Extreme Skin. Throw it on there. Protects the phone, gives a different color. Great customer service, great prices, not like the other places that you could get skins from. we won't mention on this show.
Yes. Actually, let's talk about them just quickly. Did you see a tweet they put out?
Oh, D-Brand? No, I don't.
No, honestly, they put a very bad tweet out. Very distasteful. I'm not going to get into it.
Oh, the one about, yeah, okay.
Yeah, Extreme Skins don't do stuff like that. They're cool.
Yeah, they're cool.
Respectful.
They don't have to do that. They just have to give you shit when you put your skin on wrong because that's how they roll. It's good content.
Yeah, that's respectable.
It's like that's respectable, especially if you screw up. Because I mean, why would
you
just come crap about it? So yeah, absolutely check them out. Extremeskins.co.uk. They're our channel sponsor. Great guys and gals over there. Get you some hookup on your phones, colors. Reach out to them. They're really good. If you have an issue, great customer service. A lot of affordable, good quality stuff. Don't get anybody else. If you really want to be cool, you really want to be part of the in crowd, you need to go there.
And if you go via our Purposely Gaming Twitter channel, I think he's got a discount code on there.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Matt, but yeah, I'm sure he's got a discount code on there. Although they've always got cracking deals anyway, always.
Yeah. I mean, first of all, the prices are already super competitive, and they always got cracking deals. And they got great colors, and they got great customers. So that's the thing I like. When I made the mistake of actually ordering a skin for a Switch, and I bought it for the Switch Lite. And I was like, I can't believe I screwed up. I just seen him name. I'm like, nope. I mean, they respond within like 20 minutes. Poof, no problem, mate. We'll take care of it. That'd be super, super good folks over there. And instead, support a smaller company, and then one that's doing UK proud. So Extreme Skins.
They're really great guys.
Not UK. Check them out. We love them. Get you some. Anyway, so now we plugged all of our people and that kind of thing. So yeah, I mean, I'm okay with the iPhone 14. I mean, it's whatever.
I'm not. The standard 14. It's just a piss take, if you ask me.
Yeah.
But the 14 Plus, I can see the value in that being a different proposition. But the normal 14, it's not acceptable in my opinion.
If anybody's in the chat watching that, you can read it for yourself and kind of see where they caught a lot of heat for that, boy. That was not a good play. I don't like that.
Yep. That's the one I was talking about, Jimmy. Yep, terrible, isn't it?
Not a good look. No, it's not a good way to do business. Like I said, I mean, that's a way to piss off customers. I know a lot of people kind of play it off, but that's not a good look. So
it's not a good look at all, man.
Well, this is the first week of the football, right? American football, NFL season. This is week 1 of the NFL this week.
Egg ball was what Matt used to call it, wasn't it? Egg ball?
No, he called it hand egg.
Hand egg, that's it, hand egg.
Called it hand egg. And I totally get it. And the Bears played today, and they actually won. So that's good.
Nice.
They would look, the Bears have been not a very good team for a long time since I've been cheering for them. So, so if for any of our American listeners, if they're out there, if you're football fans, this is week 1 of the NFL season. So that'll be good too. So a lot of good games today. And if you're all the fantasy football and basically betting type, time to get your stuff on because it's hand egg. And there we go. Look at Matt.
Hey, what a legend. Thank you very much, sir.
My mate, man, we miss you, man. So, like I said, Purpose of Game is doing a lot of good things over that channel. You should check it out over there. He's doing a lot of good stuff. Lots of good streams. Got some partnerships with Extreme Skins. He's doing a good job, and he kicked us $5. So that's cool, mate. Appreciate it, brother.
We're going to go for a beer one day. We need to make it happen.
Awesome. Let's go Bears. That's right. At least we.
Yeah, but when Neil says "Go Bears," it's different.
What
the gay community calls people bears.
Right. I think he's talking
that's
about.
That's what type of bear he likes, but let's not get into that.
Okay. Moving on. Let's go.
Sorry, Neil. I'm only joking.
Luis is in the chat, my friend, Tech for Needs. I also saw, not only did I thought I saw Shark Fin in here. Shark was in here earlier.
Yeah, Shark Fin was there.
I didn't see Shark. Yeah, give me trouble. Yeah. So we're doing good. So anyway, shut up, Joe. Wow.
That'd be a really bad podcast if I shut up.
Right, touch the nerve. Hey,
Nomad Tech Project with Sam.
And Joe,
And Joe just sitting there being quiet.
Human being, so.
Yeah.
I didn't watch the stuff from Apple because I'm not interested in their phones that much.
Do you know who summed it up perfectly for me? You know Chris, Techspert.
Oh, yeah.
He does his weekly, Techspert Weekly. The one Friday just gone. Everyone check it out. He summed up the Apple launch perfectly.
Yeah.
He's just got to... I love that guy.
If you're not a fan of his channel, you don't watch it. I mean, I can't imagine anybody here in the chat here who isn't a fan. But man, check out his. It is the most entertaining show on YouTube. I love me some Chris Barrett.
Absolutely, he's so good.
So absolutely, and so Shark's asking. I'm a Bears fan now. No, I've been a Bears fan since the original St. Louis Cardinals left for Arizona back in the 90s. So and then no St. Louis. No, I was a Rams fan when they were in St. Louis. But once they move out of St. Louis and they move to Arizona or they move to LA, I don't follow them anymore. It's just I don't care.
Yeah, I kind of had that with London Wasps. They now play in Coventry, so they're not really London Wasps. They're just Wasps. So yeah, I had the same thing. Not quite the same, but
and again, I don't hate I don't hate the Rams. I do hate their owner. Stan Kroenke's a piece of shit, and he can fuck right off. And he can fuck right off. And I don't care if this.
Look what shirt I'm wearing.
Yeah, exactly. And he owns Arsenal, and Kroenke can eat it back with fucking dicks. Fuck that guy.
Yep. Yeah, he's
Now
although he has actually started spending some money, but I'm sure we owe him it back.
I don't give a shit. He can spend all the money in the world, but if he can,
Yeah, I'm sure we owe him it back though.
No, I like to punch him in the face if I ever had a chance to, and he can put that on me. And I don't care if I saw Stan Clark, I like to blast him right in the throat. He's a piece of shit.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I wouldn't mind you doing it.
Yeah,
why not?
arsehole. Arsehole. I'm sure that's not the first time that's been said. So, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I'm just a Bears fan. I'm not a Chicago Cubs fan or a Sox fan or definitely not a Blackhawks fan. But my stepdad was from Chicago when the Cardinals moved to Arizona. He said, "You're just going to be a Bears fan." So that's how it started. So and I've been a Bears fan ever since. And then even when the Rams came in town, I watched the Rams. I went to a couple of games, but I've always been a Bears fan. So that's kind of how it goes. So
yeah, when you pick a team, you got to stick with it. I don't like people who flip flop with teams.
No, fair weather fans. That's what they call them here.
Yeah.
And yeah, Derby for life. Absolutely. Even though they're
exactly for better or worse.
Yeah, and you got relegated, and Matt doesn't care. He's still a big fan. No. And actually, I would argue the Champions League's probably pretty competitive just as well.
Championship, you mean?
That's what I said. Did I say Championship?
You said Champions League.
Oh, Championship, whatever. You know what I mean. It's the same.
Yeah, Championship's. It's a very good league, man. Like very good league.
Pretty competitive, and like Ian Patar's teams in the Championship. So so that's cool. Yeah, I mean, and maybe that's what they need to be, and then they can do pretty well and get promoted back to the Premier League and then Premiership and whatever. So it's all good. So and Man United. Jimmy's a Man United human. Okay, sure. That's the only one I really knew.
Jimmy's at Man United. I didn't know that.
Yeah, and then
learned something new.
And you're an Arsenal fan, and Neil likes Bears. They have a Bears.
Neil's Plymouth.
Plymouth, like the Rock. Okay. How many teams are in, like, each league? Like, what, 20 or so? 24 teams in each league?
Yeah, 20 in the Premierships.
Is it different
20,
for each league? Do they have different amounts of teams in each league? Or
22, isn't it, I think?
I don't know. Don't you know?
No, I can't think.
Okay. Man United, 3-1 Arsenal. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. So Jimmy's going to
run. Oh, yeah. Yeah, thanks for that, Jimmy.
That's not just me giving you shit. No, and then
no, it's fair.
And
it's fair.
He did like Jimmy, but
no, I still like Jimmy. Jimmy's a top guy.
3-2. We was winning 2-0 and lost. Well, that shit happens. It's kind of like you guys shit the bed, so that happens.
Yeah.
So Dan's,
There's a song we always sing about that. They sing 2-0 and you fucked it up.
Right.
I'm not going to sing it because my singing voice is bad.
Okay. Well, maybe we can play it sometime. Maybe like on your phone, you can play the song.
2-0 and you fucked it up. It's like
that. Nothing's better to me than English football chants. I love it. I don't even know half the time I can't hear what they're saying because I don't know.
Well, my favourite one for Arsenal is very explicit. Do you want to hear it?
Yeah.
Oh, North London is wonderful. Oh, North London is wonderful. It's full of tits, Fanny and Arsenal.
Yeah, that's another thing too. Not only is it entertaining, but sometimes it's a little kind of profane. I kind of get into it.
It's disgusting.
I love English football chants. They are some of the greatest shit.
They are good fun. Away games are the best. When you go to an away game.
Yeah, I absolutely have to. I told Matt on our show, if I ever come to the UK, I am absolutely going to a game or a match, and I'm gonna just like sit there and just go, this is awesome. Like, and I don't want to wear anybody's kit because I'll probably wear St. Louis FC kit.
Yeah, you don't.
Because I don't want to get my ass kicked, and I don't want to sit here and fight over it. Like, I don't want to come all the way to the UK and get into a fucking soccer fight.
Is it the same way you are, where like if someone's in a full kit, we call them a full kit wanker?
No, I don't know what I'm not a big. I have to admit, I'm not a big football fan. Like going to events because we didn't really have.
Yeah.
Next year we're going to have a team in St. Louis, MLS team. So I'm going to go and kind of start to get into, kind of the vibe of it because I just haven't really never gone. But I mean, I did play football. I was a goaltender. I was a goalie.
Oh yeah.
In high school, yeah. I wasn't very good, and we weren't very good. But I was like, I never played football in my life. I was like, oh, okay. Well, he goes, yeah, you want? I tried out and made the team. Again,
football hooligan.
Because there was like 20 of us, and so they pretty much just took us all. And I was the only goalie. I liked it. I thought it was pretty fun. I had a lot of fun back there.
Sam, be honest, was you the last one picked?
No, actually, I was like in the middle. I was in the middle. I mean, but
in the middle.
I was in the middle. So,
Do you know what? Being in goal is quite fun, actually.
I think it's a blast. I mean,
Yeah, I used to enjoy it at school, going in goal.
It wouldn't be. It would be probably my only chance, if ever, if I were younger and really were playing football like in high school. If I were to continue with it and really kind of play with it, it would have been probably the only position I probably could have ever had a chance of being decent at. Like I couldn't be a striker or couldn't play forward or a wing. I just can't. I mean, I don't. But and it's really competitive. I don't. But yeah. And we had a couple of Tim Howard and I think Tony Meola played in England too for a while. So I don't know. Anyway, old school. Let's see. If you don't fucking bounce. You're a red. I don't know.
So I went to pub in the park yesterday, Sam.
Pub in the park. So
yeah, it's like a little mini festival, like food festival, food and drink festival. It's pretty cool.
Okay, is that where they had the dogs too? It was all, or is that?
Yeah, they had a big stage and they had Kaiser Chiefs there. But I was more excited about General Levy. Now, General Levy is a massive MC. You might know his track, Incredible.
No.
If I played it to you, you might know it. It's massive track, drum and bass track.
Okay.
He was awesome. His energy he brought on the stage was so good.
Yeah.
Like everyone, check out General Levy. Even if you don't like drum and bass, just check him out. He's been doing it for 3 decades now. He's massive. He's so good.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's see.
The Kaiser Chiefs were good, but the energy of General Levy before them.
Okay.
Yeah, that just took the stage for me.
Continuous DJ mix. Okay. All right.
Yeah, awesome. He's excellent.
So is it like
he's so good?
That guy.
Me love their ganja. Yeah, that's him, General Levy.
Make sure I got it.
But Incredible is his big track that everyone will know.
Okay.
I do like a bit of drum and bass. I haven't got the energy to dance to it though.
He's an English raga.
Yeah, See, one thing I did while I was dancing away to him, my beer, right, these plastic cups, and it had like a handle, and I was dancing away like as you do, and I knocked with my other hand. I knocked my beer out of my hand and dropped it all over myself and Lauren. Yeah.
What? You spilled your own beer. God, you're not.
Yep.
You're not
shouldn't admit to that, should I? It's embarrassing.
I would have never. First of all, a plastic cup with a handle is ridiculous. Eating a solo cup. And second,
I had to pay £1 for that as well.
And then on top of that, then you spilled your beer on yourself.
Yep.
Yeah. You're not supposed to spill the beer even if you get knocked over, but you spilled your own beer on your own self. Yeah, that's weak.
It wasn't too bad. It's only £6 a pint.
That's weak sauce, man. I would have not admitted that to anybody.
Probably. Yeah, I was pretty upset. I had to hide my upset. I was just like, yeah, it's all cool. I don't mind.
All right, let's see what we got here in the chat. Let's see what we got going on here. So, all right, people still talk about this Plymouth Derby game. Who gives a shit?
Plymouth fans do.
He hasn't watched. So Dan hasn't watched football in about 3 years, but Liverpool. Okay.
Dan's into Formula One.
Yeah, definitely into him and a friend of the show, Jermaine. They're big Formula One fans.
Yeah, Jermaine was tweeting about it today, wasn't
he? And Matt definitely is taking me to a football match. And Joe is a reformed hooligan.
Yep. I'm anything but, really. I'm such a softie.
And then Dan's surprised that you use the full kit wanker. He hasn't heard that in a while, so I've never heard it either.
So we bring golden oldies like that to the
full
podcast.
Kit wanker. And let's see what else we got. Neil's definitely down for Plymouth away, meeting up for a pint. There you go. See, Neil, he's gonna meet with a pint afterwards, and then just make sure you don't buy a plastic cup and throw it and spill it on yourself.
Throw it on yourself, yeah.
Dipstick. Anyway, so Neil's too small for goal. I don't think I was that. I was 6 foot. I'm 6 foot, so I don't know if that's good enough. I can touch the ball.
6 foot. Are you the same height, Sam?
I think so. I know Matt's tall. Yeah, Matt's like 6'5".
Oh yeah, Matt could be a goalkeeper, definitely.
Absolutely. But Matt would just sit there and fuck around all the time. He'd just sit there and hang on the goal post and just swing and
like an ape.
And every play would be going on and be like, oh, I don't give a shit about that. And then Matt would be up there and they'd kick the ball, make a shot on goal, and he would just he wouldn't even come off the bar. He'd just try to kick it with his foot midair, just like a baller. Doing backflips and shit. So that's Matt. and then Kaiser Chiefs. I don't know what that is.
You not heard of the Kaiser Chiefs?
That's a music thing? I don't know. No.
You must have heard of the Kaiser Chiefs.
Maybe. I don't know.
Look them up. You'll know lots of their songs, definitely.
ABBA. I do know ABBA. Does any like Arctic Monkeys? Never heard of them.
Arctic Monkeys. Yeah, I like Arctic Monkeys.
So apparently my daughter knows that song. That's her right there in a can flute. Okay.
What song?
I don't know. Maybe she knows the song you were talking about. Incredible. She's probably talking about Incredible from the.
Okay. Yeah.
From General.
It is badass.
She probably. Yeah. My daughter would know that shit. Me, I'm old.
Yeah, it's I tell you what, General Levy smashed it. He was so good. Okay. And I love it when they do the old pull up.
I gotta check this out because I have like no frame of reference. It's fucking.
You never heard? Have you been to any DJ sets before?
No. Do I look like a DJ set kind of guy to you? No. I mean, I'd lie.
Yeah, you do, Sam.
No, I would go. I'm not like saying I wouldn't go. It's just not something I've gotten around to.
Just get some shots in you. You'll be fine.
And anyway, Jimmy loved Arctic Monkeys, but not the. Okay. So, yeah.
I love Arctic Monkeys. I do like Arctic Monkeys.
Let's see. Dan was a goalie. Only keeper to one man of the match. I don't know what the man of the match is. What does that mean? Like MVP?
So, yeah, basically,
like the one star, like the star of the show, star of the game?
Yeah.
Okay. What's this golden boot bullshit about? What does that mean?
That's top scorer.
It just means you have the most goals?
Yeah.
Or is that you get
golden boots in the World Cup? So top scorer in the World Cup.
Do you get credit for assists or no? And
you do, but it's not as prestigious as scoring the goals.
Well, I understand, but I mean, like in hockey, they have like you have goals, you have assists, right? And then points, right? So people have the most points. You may not be.
Every stat's going. I mean, nowadays you get XG, which is expected goals. Oh, they go real depth now.
Like that, like they have wins above replacement and all sorts of saber metrics. And all sorts of crazy shit. Yeah, I'm assuming football's probably.
And you can bet on that shit as well, if you want.
Who's going to score the first goal? If anybody's going to hat trick? Yeah, how will a hat trick be scored? How early in the game will the hat trick be scored?
Yeah, you can be very specific if you want. It's just.
It's betting's crazy, and then
it's a mugs game though. I don't bet ever.
Yeah, neither do I, because I might as well write you a check. And Dan was a defender goalkeeper.
Oh, okay.
Did you do it at the same time, or
a sweeper keeper?
A sweeper keeper. When you say that, for some reason, when you say that, I only think about that in a Boston accent. Sweeper keeper. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Get Lenny to say it.
DJ Sammy. Lenny's not from Boston. I don't know. Is he from Boston originally? I think he was.
No, I don't think so.
He was in New York. Yeah, but I mean, he's a Celtics fan. I know. But yeah, it's a sweeper keeper. Yeah. So anyway, but is there? Did they?
It's like pooper scooper.
We used to call it Roman goalie. That's what we used to call it.
Oh, okay, Roman goalkeepers. Okay.
Right, where they could just kind of go and run around. And like, they weren't exactly. They actually would be, and I guess theoretically, goalkeepers can encroach on the play. It's dangerous as hell, but I mean, they can actually come up out of the box and actually come into the play and actually. And some of those guys, they can actually boot the ball all the way from the penalty box all the way to the other penalty box. It's crazy. Yeah. That's a long fucking way to kick a football.
So modern goalkeeper, the modern goalkeeper needs to be really good with their feet now.
Oh God, yeah. I mean, and I don't do they still do a lot of like the throwing and stuff? I don't watch a lot of matches. I really wish I would. Do they still? Is it more feet now? Because I know a lot of
a lot more feet now.
A lot more throwing the ball, getting the ball in and chucking ball. And they were really good at with both, right? They could throw the ball up, but I don't see a lot. It's now a lot of putting balls in play with their feet. Really, getting the balls deep into the other zone and everything else. Yeah, the thing about football is the strategy of it. Like when I watch it, I try to watch and see what the strategy is going on. I just don't have a lot of exposure to it. It's like those are the things about sport that you really like, right? When you're watching it, knowing what's happening, why teams are doing what they're doing. Like a lot
it helps to know,
running around, just and they're not. They're trying to do set plays and set pieces and that kind. They're trying to do strategic kinds of things on the pitch. They're actually
definitely. Well, you hope they are anyway. Sometimes it feels like they're not.
Sometimes that shit just breaks down and just gets a little bit chaotic and they get out. Right. But I mean, why is everyone a goalie? Because it's the easiest thing to do. Because you have to be, in order to be a winger or a forward, you have to be decent. If you're a goaltender, you can't. If you can't.
Yeah, it would be the worst football team, wouldn't we? Us guys in this chat, which have like 10 goalkeepers.
Right, it's got a bunch of goalkeepers, and then you got Neil, the only winger and forward we have, and we'd be like we'd have defense out the asshole. Nobody ever score a goal. Problem is, it'd be a 0-0 match and be the most boring shit you ever want to watch in your life, right? So and he can play. Let's see, what did Dan say? He can play both positions.
Hey, Jermaine's in the chat.
Hey,
good evening, Jermaine.
The proper match to Dan's F1 fandom is Jermaine, my man Jermaine, who actually had another good video. His just great. He always puts out great content. Jermaine's stuff is just so good, it's almost criminal. It's just so talented. It's just silly. I mean, why doesn't have 1 million subscribers? It's just ridiculous. It's just not even fair.
He'll get there. He'll definitely get there.
Yeah, he's great. And then he played both positions, not at the same time. Okay, that's fair. And look at Peter Crouch. Sorry.
Yeah, he's.
He was like 7 foot tall. That would be incredible. That would be pretty good.
When you think of Crouch, though, you just think of that the robot dance, don't you?
Right.
That's what Matt would look like in a nightclub.
Right. Yeah.
Our very own Peter Crouch, purposely gaming Matt.
Right. Anyone watching?
He's going to kill me when he sees me.
Welcome to Wrexham. I don't know what that is.
Oh yeah, I see that.
What is that?
Welcome to Wrexham. I see that.
Okay. There's a lot of.
Have you heard about it?
No. Is it a show? I don't.
Yeah.
Okay. What is it about? It's like a show about what?
I don't know. I've not seen it. It's about Wrexham.
Clearly. Oh, that did not.
You never know. It might not be.
Okay. So I wish. Stay tuned for a special one. Oh, he's got. Oh, see. It's got. It's a little different. Movie style. Okay. All right. Well, I'm curiously intrigued by that.
That's it. Ryan Reynolds is in Wrexham film.
Okay.
Is it a film?
I don't know. It's a film. You said it. Maybe it is. And then you don't want to see him in a nightclub. Well, you will, because he's going to stand out. Because how many people in the UK are 6'5"? Probably not many.
Yeah, not many.
Right. Ryan Reynolds and that other dude girl. The other dude girl. What is the other dude girl? I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is either.
It seems kind of like, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. It's just crazy. So yeah, and even Joe, even Dan's giving you shit. So
anyway, let's move on. What else? So with your flippy dippy, I'm disappointed you don't flip it sometimes.
Well, I guess
you've not been tempted. Oh yeah.
There it goes. I didn't want to do it.
You've done it quite well there.
I get it. Yeah, the problem is you can't. There's no way to.
Yeah. It's quite a stiff hinge, isn't it?
It's still and I have to kind of really kind of get. The problem is, and I this is the reason why I don't do the one-handed thing with my thumb, because you have to kind of dig your thumb in right here. There's not a.
Yeah.
The problem is I'm afraid of getting my thumb in really close like that. See how my thumb's in there?
And going into the screen.
Digging into the screen. It's
you don't want to do that.
That's freaking me out. Maybe as the hinge kind of loosens a bit, and it will loosen because they all do. But
yeah.
Hey-o, love the stiff hinge. Hey-o. Yeah. But it's all good. So Walking to Wrexham is a documentary on how Ryan Reynolds ended up buying Wrexham. Is that a football team? Yeah,
football team, yeah.
Oh, so now
they absolutely love him though.
Mobile, but now he's buying a football club just because why not Ryan Reynolds? What's all this shit? You guys letting Canadians and Americans buy up your football clubs? Yeah, you can. Anyone buy our clubs? They don't vet them. They just you can buy our clubs, no problem. And then wasn't an American supposed to buy Derby? I thought they did, but it's a local dude, right? I think there was a local dude bought trying to buy it. That's how we're going to get you back. That's how we beat the British, once and for all. First of all, we kick your ass out of the United States, and then we're going to buy up all your football clubs. Oh yeah, that's what we're going to do. That's we're playing the long game. That's what we're doing, buddy. We're going to get you through sport. We're going to buy all your football clubs up. Buy all our teams. Right. And why not make American bullshit sports crap a thing? We're going to bring all that stupid crap to the United. We're going to turn them all in. But yeah, Jermaine, definitely get that razor. Jermaine just said he can get the razor for 400 quid. Oh, the Razor 5G 2020? Yeah, I would. Dude, I want to try that out. I almost thought about buying that just buying it before I actually got this. That's what I was going to ask you. Would you consider the razor? Yeah. Oh, absolutely. And I know there's one, the new razor, but I think it's only China. So no. It is at the moment, yeah. But no, that Razor 2, the 2020, if you can get that thing for 400 quid, I'd jump all over that. I'd love to buy it. I'd love to give that a try. Absolutely, would not. I like Moto. I don't care what anybody says. I like the UI. I had the stylus, the Moto. Stylus.
I think there's question marks over their support, software, and security wise.
Who gives a shit? Nobody cares about that.
But I mean, we don't have phones long enough to worry about that, do we?
I was like, I don't care. But no, I mean, I had decent support on. I mean, when I bought the stylus, I thought the only thing I didn't like about the phone was because it was I guess it had I think it had a Snapdragon 480 in it. It's a little slow, which I
okay.
But the camera just, I mean, regular shots were okay, but anything that was not an optimal light condition, the camera just suffers, man. It's just, I don't understand. It's got to be their software because it can't be the hardware.
Yeah,
the hardware's pretty good. It's just I don't think their computational photography is very good. But yeah, that was the one thing about that Moto G stylus. It's just like the camera was just wasn't very good. It was really kind of trash, I thought. But again, I don't really care necessarily about it. But I don't have to have it. It doesn't have to have banging awesome camera, but it has to have a decent one. I mean, it's got to be able to take decent.
Talking of cameras, the system on this Xperia is so fun to use. I mean, you need to be into photography, but
yeah, I think that's the problem with the Xperia. I think it'd be more than I could handle, especially if you have to you can really go down in the weeds with that phone and really do some really.
Yeah, I mean, I'm rubbish. I'm really rubbish with it. But using manual exposure is great fun. Yeah, it's really great fun.
And I agree with Jermaine. I think Moto UI is it's underappreciated. I really think they do a really good job. I really like the UI. And Shark, if we buy all the football teams, Adele's going to be forced to sing the song. Yeah, we're going to make her sing it. That'd be awesome. Yep. Xperia makes amazing shots. Absolutely. So
yeah, the colors are natural.
Matt's live on YouTube, so go do that. Matter of fact, hey, Joe.
Yeah.
We're like an hour and 1 minute, man.
I know. We've had so much fun.
I know.
This is why I wanted 1 week, just us two, just 1 week.
Absolutely. And I like this too. And this is just for everybody's kind of perspective here. I like doing the show solo because when we have a guest on, I really want to focus on the guest. And I don't get a chance to really dip into the comments and really kind of pay attention to what people are doing. I try to, but it's hard to make comments.
Yeah, it's difficult, yeah.
And I like this. I like a lot more people, a lot more engaged. And then you got Neil and all these people in here doing it, and Matt and Jermaine popping in. It's just really, really good. I like having these shows where we can come in. I really like to hear from you guys and see what you have to say about stuff and see your comments. 1 week, a 2-hour show? Yeah, that can be done.
I mean, we can easily do it, yeah.
I mean, the problem is we can do it, but the question is,
will anyone listen to it?
I mean, I cannot honestly, and here's the thing, and I'm going to be 100% real with you guys real quick. I cannot understand for the life of me how anybody listens to this bullshit. Seriously, yeah. I mean, I listen to it.
We love you guys.
I mean, I have to admit, man, the guys that come in here, the guys, and I think the people that show up in the chat every week watching this and listen to it and actually take the time to download the show and actually try to listen to it. I can't. I listen to myself. There is no way.
Yeah, but Sam, listening to yourself is always like that. I hate hearing my own voice.
I can't do it. I'm just saying. It really just makes me kind of laugh that people actually think we do a pretty good job and really enjoy it and actually download and listen to it. It's fun. To me, it's just crazy. It's just nuts. And it's definitely appreciated. And like I said,
massively appreciated. Yeah.
And I would say that even if we had thousands of listeners every time, actually, I'm kind of glad we don't. I was in a stream one day with a guy and if you like cars, you should watch Scotty Kilmer.
Scotty Kilmer.
Yeah, his name it's Scotty. Just do Scotty Kilmer on Google. He's like 5.5 million subs. And he's an older guy. He's an old mechanic, and he's just great. He's just really animated. He's just fantastic. And I watched. I was in one of. He has like a 10 a.m. stream, and the comments are going by like so fast. You can't. There's no possible way to. You need a mod. I guess you need a moderator to read all of that stuff. It's crazy.
Dan's just said the real reason why they watch.
Yeah. Well, of course, they want to see me lose my mind. And trust me, if you pay attention for the next couple of years, you will see me slowly dive into the abyss of complete insanity, which is fine. No, it's okay. But
I mean, we're both getting there.
But honestly, the other day I was talking to one of my managers at work about it and told her about the fact that I have a show. And people don't believe it. I'm like, well, why would you? Because it sounds crazy, right? Like, yeah, I'm on YouTube. We have a YouTube. We're on a YouTube channel, and then I have a podcast with a guy in the UK named Joe. And they think I'm lying, and I pull up the phone. I go, see, it's right here. You can download all the shows.
Yeah.
And it just to watch their faces go, I'm like, it really isn't about shit. It's really not that hard. It's just the hosting is easy and just getting a camera. You don't even have to have a camera and a mic. You can just do it with your phone.
Yeah.
It's crazy, right?
Just need a phone.
Man, Dan is all in today. God almighty, I must have pissed him off. He is all in. He's already knows the decline. Yeah, it's okay.
He's doing it because he feels for you, man. He's looking out for you.
Yeah, he feels all right. He wants. Probably if I was standing by the edge, he'd just shove me down the damn hill. Apparently. So, but we are. Yeah, but again, we and Jermaine's right. We are mental for it's crazy. So we appreciate that. And like I said, I like having these solo shows with just me and Joe because we can talk about whatever crap we want to talk about, and I can also really get into everybody's comments. And I'm glad that you guys take time out of your day and show up and chit chat with us and have a lot of fun. And like I said, we cannot thank you enough for the participation. And tell all your friends, and Dan, tell your one friend. Because he already knows, but just tell him anyway to keep watching the show. I mean, we'll take one sub, and he'll jump down the hill.
One sub, yeah.
Yeah, we'll just
we'll take all the subs we can get.
We'll do patty cakes while we're going down the hill, just like flying them out. Yeah. So.
In all seriousness, though, we're not really that bothered about subs, are we?
I don't really.
Sorry, Lenny. We're not.
I'm not. I mean, and I realize
we just do it because we enjoy it.
We enjoy it, and like I said, and the fact that I feel bad because I really wish I had more of a reach where I could push a lot more traffic to Lenny and other people's channels, not just that, but Dan's channel and Roger's and Jermaine's and all of those other people. If anybody's listening, anybody in this chat should be subbed to everybody else in this chat. If they've got a channel like Mike,
definitely,
Jermaine, Roger, all of them, Scoop. Gigi, all of them. You need to just, I'm sure you all are. If you're tech heads, you probably are, but really check it out. And also do me a favor, check out the stuff with, check out the thing with Trent. Look at Trent's tech. Look at his, it's so good. Those dynamic island Viper things are hilarious. It's just,
I follow him on Twitter as well. They're all top guys on Twitter.
Oh, look at that. And Jermaine.
Jermaine's an absolute legend.
Absolutely, man. And like I said, I'm looking forward to, when you made that comment about your channel, stay tuned. I am going to be staying tuned because I really, I like love his content anyway, but if he's got to do something that's a little bit more movie themed, that might be interesting. And yes, and Dan's right. We will maybe think about one of our solo shows. We might go 2 hour one time. I'm down with it. I don't know. A marathon, whatever that means.
Marathon show. A marathon. You know what a marathon is, don't you?
A marathon. Yeah.
Marathon. Yeah. Marathon. I'm so lazy the way I speak.
So I think that's probably a good time to close it. But yes, Dan's right. Maybe we'll talk about by the next time we do a solo show. We'll go 2 hours. That'd be pretty cool. And if you guys want to pop in and then leave and get a sandwich and come back, that's cool too.
We could have a multiple guest show, but one thing I don't want is too many people at the same time. So maybe having a guest stepping in.
Yeah, if we had 2 guests, that would be good. I think if you have more than that, and if it's not an interview show, it's just a round table. 3 or 4, 5 or 6.
It works.
Too bad, but yeah, if you're doing like an interview, you can't do more than 2.
No,
it's just weird. And then absolutely, and Shark, like I said, we love you. Look always for the stream. Oh yeah, and yep, there you go. Joe is.
Thank you very much, Sharkfin.
And of course, there's going to be, the funeral's coming up soon and all that kind of stuff. And I know there'll be a bank holiday for a day of mourning. So. It's been a rough time for the folks in the UK, even if you're not a fan, or even if you wouldn't call yourself a royalist. It's this is a pretty big deal. I mean, this is something that really is
a big deal.
The first time it's happened in seven decades that they actually have to worry about doing a coronation and a new ruler. The proclamation was kind of cool. I'm more interested in like how how it's working, like the things that have to happen to get that done, because I've never seen it.
Yeah.
It's like not a lot of people haven't seen it either, but just. Them doing the proclamation and they're getting out there and then having just the pomp and circumstance of it. I love that stuff. I think it's just historically, it's just kind of neat to see. I understand it's under sad circumstances, but it's for a person like me seeing that process and kind of how that.
Yeah.
It's pretty.
I know what you mean.
It really is captivating. I really enjoy it. So anyways, so that'll be it for our show. Again, next week we don't have another guest lined up. We will have somebody, but we have.
We'll have a guest definitely. We've got a couple of people. Lined up to be guests.
Absolutely. And like I said, then we'll do another solo show. And I think Dan's right. I think we should do a 2 hour. I think that would be pretty cool. And we will definitely be able to fill the time. And again,
I think so,
again, I cannot stress enough how much I appreciate everybody in the chat who's participated today, who comes in here, even if it's for a few moments, even if they listen passively and then download the podcast later, or don't listen at all. They listen to the thing and they turn us off and they go, "Why do I keep listening to these idiots?" Love you anyway. I love you guys too, because you guys are you're awesome, and we really appreciate it. And
massively appreciate it.
Again, we will be back again next Sunday. Don't know exactly what time. Might have to move it up or down.
You working again, or
if I work the evenings, we have to go to 1:00. So I don't really know. It's kind of weird. So we'll have to wait and see. So Sunday's been.
You let me know, and then because if we get a guest, they need to know as well.
Absolutely. But yeah, we'll try to get it out there earlier. I know for a lot of folks, the 1:00 time frame is a little not as ideal. But we'll have to wait.
That's 7 for me, isn't it?
7,
yeah.
So. That we'll let you know. We'll make sure we give everybody a heads up on it. If we do have a scheduled time where it's going to be at 1:00 p.m. and it's an earlier broadcast time, we make sure we'll get that out there for everybody to.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's it for myself and for Joe. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for participating. We love you guys. Always enjoy your tech. Thanks for the super chats from Jermaine. And realize that's not a requirement. We don't expect it. We love that. And just remember, if you got a couple of quid or euro thingy monies or American dollars work too. You can even use, British pounds. We're okay with that too. Again, never a requirement. We'll never make you pay for any of this bullshit because that would be ridiculous. So we appreciate
it would be.
You guys. It's crazy. So again, download it on your favorite podcast catchers, and we'll be back next Sunday, bringing you some more good tech, more good times, more good chats, and then have a guest on here. We'll really kind of get you guys some more good content. And we appreciate you guys. Love you. Take care of yourselves. Again. Our condolences to Her Majesty and long live the King. And we will see you next Sunday. And Joe, anything else before we go?
No, I think you summed it all up, mate.
All right. For myself.
I think it's perfect. Beautifully done.
Have a good week. Stay safe. Be careful. We love you guys, and we'll catch you all next Sunday. Bye, everybody.
Goodbye.